So we've got discoveries can be intensely meaningful. So our point from this is that it's meaningful to the character who makes the discovery, which in our cases is Pi, and to the audience as well. So this, because it's intensely meaningful, its cause can be to change the perspective of the individual, which can then change the future.
Spirituality and how it gives meaning to Pi's life. Pi discovers 3 different religions throughout the movie or film. He discovers Hinduism, Christianity, and Islam. The meaning of each religion is the reason Pi follows 3 different religions is due to the meaning in each religion. So in Christianity, Pi likes Christianity because of Jesus' ultimate sacrifice. And selflessness really moved Pi and has an intense meaning in his life. His attraction to Muslim faith was drawn to the brotherhood and the devotion within the religion. And Hinduism appealed to Pi because of all the sensory elements and that he was born into it. Pi found all these religions intensely meaningful in their own ways and discovered different aspects of each religion which had different meanings.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about Pi learning to cope with his emotions. So the first thing is the director uses Richard Parker as a metaphor for Pi's emotions of anger. So it shows, by having Richard Parker as Pi's anger, it also shows him trying to cope with his anger. So the first thing Pi does is he tries to actually run away from it. He also tries to control it, and ultimately he tries to get rid of it completely. Over time, Pi discovers that it's Richard Parker that gives meaning to his travel back home. He says the quote to the reporter, "If it wasn't for Richard Parker, I would have died." So this is just representing how Richard Parker was intensely meaningful to Pi as a character. Another thing I talked about was, so he got meaning from this by looking to spirituality, as Jake said before, to help him handle Richard Parker. And his anger also represents like the loss of his family, loss of his culture. This discovery he made was an emotional discovery, as back home in India, he never actually really experienced anger that strong as he did then. As the film also uses him being like having a cage between him and Richard Parker, as to demonstrate that he never had to experience the dangers of it. So the first quote, "If it wasn't for Richard Parker, I would have died," it just reiterates how like it does give that intense meaning to it. His father's teachings are shown through Richard Parker as well, as he teaches Pi that animals don't have souls. This is just showing that Pi's emotions of fear don't sort of like have remorse for Pi, so it won't be like taken lightheartedly. So it's important as well to the audience to see this discovery, as it's intensely meaningful to them, as it gives a tangible demonstration of this raw emotion Pi experiences.
I did Pi Society with Life to the Fullest. He makes this discovery that he would like to live his life to the fullest on the Kinniburgh Island when he finds the human truth. Pi did not just want to survive, but he wanted to live, he wanted to be remembered. Pi could have survived for many years, but he would have never seen another human being, and he just would have died, and just no one would have really known he had existed, much like whoever the person was he found, whose truth he found. And this is meaningful because the human truth sparked the idea that Pi would die alone and would never see another human being again and only have meerkats for company. And because the story took such a